1 week ago today was the last chance ever to do the ride Dinosaur at Animal Kingdom, and of course everyone's been talking about the closure of this ride, but what about its replacement? Of course we're getting the new Indiana Jones ride coming to the tropical America's land, and the more you sit with that decision, the more it starts to feel not just logical, but kind of inevitable. When Dinosaur first opened, it wasn't trying to be pretty or smooth. It was loud, dark, and uncomfortable in the best way possible. You were being thrown around in a time machine, alarms were blaring, dinosaurs were screaming, and everything felt like it was barely under control. The chaos was the point though, but as time went on, some of that chaos turned into confusion. Effects stopped hitting as hard, the story got harder to follow, and for newer guests especially, it didn't always land the way it used to. And as good as Dinosaur was, and as much as I love it, it's not crazy to say that this ride was getting a bit outdated. So Disney didn't just need something new, they needed something that could carry the same raw energy into the future. And that's where Indiana Jones makes so much sense. From a practical standpoint, this change honestly isn't as massive as it sounds. As we know, this Indiana Jones ride is going to be very similar to the version in Disneyland, California, and Dinosaur already basically shares the exact same general ride DNA to Indiana Jones in California, mainly because the ride vehicle is essentially the exact same. It's the big, rugged transport vehicles that are designed to move fast, turn sharply, and feel out of control. Also, the two track layouts for both of these rides are almost the exact same. All of that already works perfectly for an Indiana Jones style adventure at Disney World. Instead of chasing dinosaurs, you're dodging traps and escaping collapsing temples. Also with a mystical creature thing that we'll talk about later. It's a thematic swap that fits the existing system almost perfectly, which makes the conversation way more realistic than building something entirely from scratch. This will be one of the easier rethemes that Disney has ever had to do to a ride, which explains why the rest of Dinoland USA was closed so much earlier than the actual ride Dinosaur, because fortunately it won't really take that long to switch Dinosaur over to Indiana Jones. And Indiana Jones isn't just a popular character, he's basically the definition of adventure storytelling. He's not a superhero, he doesn't have powers, he wins because he's stubborn, he's smart, and he's willing to take hits. He gets scared, he messes up, and half the time he's just trying to survive whatever ancient mess he walked into. That makes him way easier to root for, especially on a ride where everything is going wrong around you. Another big reason Indiana Jones works so well in a theme park is tone, especially in Animal Kingdom. His stories are intense, but they're also fun. There's danger, but there's humor mixed in. 1 second you're dodging traps, the next there's a joke or a moment of relief before things fall apart again. That balance is perfect for a wide audience. It's simple, Indiana Jones is for everyone, and visually, this ride will be perfect for practical effects. You've got temples, stone statues, fire, collapsing ceilings, massive rooms. This is the kind of stuff that Disney can actually build instead of relying heavily on screens. That matters a lot, especially in Animal Kingdom, where real sets and real environments always feel more immersive. If Disney leans into that old school adventure style, this ride has the potential to be a top 5 ride at Disney World right when it opens. And I don't think that's crazy to say, because at Disneyland, I think Indiana Jones Adventure is a top 2 ride. But Indiana Jones also brings something that Dinosaur never really had as good as it was, which is generational appeal. Parents grew up with the films, kids recognize the character. It's familiar without being overused. It's ironic because Dinosaur the Ride is actually based off a Disney movie called Dinosaur, but this movie wasn't really popular and didn't do well. The Indiana Jones franchise, on the other hand, well, everybody knows it and everybody loves it. That helps this ride feel more important the moment it opens, instead of something that needs years to build a fan base, just like Dinosaur. So when you look at the big picture, this isn't just a smart replacement, it's a strategic one. Indiana Jones keeps the intensity, improves the storytelling, adds humor and heart, and fits the park's identity better than almost anything else that Disney could have chosen. Because yes, this new ride is going to be very similar to the version in California, but in this version it actually connects back to Animal Kingdom's original vision, which is perfect. The new Indiana Jones ride is expected to lean into mystical creatures, ancient legends, and mythological elements tied to the ruins that you're exploring. That's huge because Animal Kingdom was originally supposed to be about more than just animals that you can see in real life. Early concepts included mystical creatures and legendary beasts, and that idea never fully went away, it just never got completed the way that it was planned originally. Indiana Jones gives Disney a way to quietly bring that concept back. Creatures that feel ancient and mysterious fit the park without breaking its grounded tone. They're not cartoon monsters, they're the kind of beings that feel like they should exist in old legends and forgotten civilizations. That blends perfectly with Animal Kingdom's theme of respecting nature, history, and the unknown parts of our world. And yeah, losing Dinosaur does hurt. It scared kids and somehow became such a core memory for a ton of people, including me. But if Disney had to move on, this is about as strong of a replacement as you could ask for. Some chaos, clearer story, a very stronger character, and a theme that feels right at home in Animal Kingdom. And if Disney really commits to big sets, physical movement, and that classic Indiana Jones sense of danger, this ride might not just replace what was lost, it could become one of the defining attractions of Animal Kingdom's next era, and possibly all of Disney World. If you guys made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know what you think about the Indiana Jones replacement of Dinosaur. I know a lot of people are very passionate about Dinosaur, but I would imagine a lot of you are the same way for Indiana Jones, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.